etc. So we really commend and appreciate our partners who are here today, and everyone indeed who has traveled to join us in this very important occasion. The shareholders of Nigeria LNG, namely Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, NNPCL, Shell, Total Energies, and ENI, are absolutely, and from the outset, we're absolutely committed to ensuring that Nigeria LNG becomes a major platform for building, for this our collective quest to build a better Nigeria. And the history of Nigeria LNG and the contributions of Nigeria LNG is littered with numerous examples of initiatives and projects consistent with this focus. So the vision of Nigeria LNG is to be a globally competitive LNG company that is indeed helping to build a better Nigeria. And we stay committed and resolute in this commitment to build a better Nigeria. But it's not a commitment or a vision or an aspiration that is exclusive to us. Each and every one of us today are here and are enthusiastic about the event of today because of this unique commitment to build a better Nigeria. And for our medical practitioners especially, we see it daily in the work you do, in the sacrifices you make, often unacknowledged, often not appreciated enough. It's an important opportunity for us to thank you for your commitment. Your colleagues are all over the globe, but you have chosen to stay and continue to fight for a better Nigeria. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a resounding round of applause to our medical practitioners. So there is a fundamental linkage between the vision of Nigeria LNG and the Hospital Support Initiative. And as Andy has said, it's not just 3 universities. There are 12 in number. It's in 2 phases. On phase 1, we've commissioned 2. We've commissioned a maternal and child care center at the University of Gwagwalada. It's functional, it's operational. We've commissioned in University of Benin a 12-bed intensive medical unit that is also functional. In Kano, we've completed a rehabilitation occupational therapy center. We've completed this. It's going to be commissioned very soon. In Yenagoa, there's a 6-bed intensive care unit with a renal dialysis facility that has been completed. As Andy has also noted, we are about completing another intervention in University of Calabar and another in Lagos, all in phase 1. Today, we're taking an important step on the phase 2 of this initiative, starting with Uyo, University of Uyo. It's a twin suite operating theater. University of Jos, it's an emergency and accident care unit that is going to be constructed. And in University of Port Harcourt is a renal facility that's going to be consulted. All this will be completed within year 2023, and our objective is to commission it within this year. It's also important to say that within this year, in all the projects, the 4 outstanding for phase 1, the objective is to complete them and commission them. And so these are not notional projects. Nigeria LNG stays committed to completing, commissioning, and onboarding these laudable projects. But then it doesn't stop here. We have a plan to also initiate interventions in 2024 in Asaba, in Nnewi, and also in Bauchi. And it goes on and on. So today's signing ceremony is very important. We have a model that has been tested. We salute the leadership of the teaching hospitals for their commitment, for the sense of responsibility. The projects are identified jointly and co-created with the partner institutions. We've expanded the scope of our consultation now to rigorously include the Federal Ministry of Health. It's important to salute what the Federal Ministry of Health is doing. Last week, we spent time with the Minister of Health, and there is a federal primary health care initiative rollout that is nationwide. And we know that when you talk of healthcare, primary intervention is key. And so we are most grateful, and we're proud of our partnership with the Federal Ministry of Health as well. As I said earlier on, NLNG's commitment to build a better Nigeria is a never-ending story. But it didn't start in 2021 when we started the hospital support project. Our history is replete with several initiatives. 2021 to 2025, we embarked on a university support project. Pursuant to that project, we built and commissioned 6 different engineering excellence centers, engineering excellence laboratory in 6 universities nationwide. And it just goes on and on. Currently, Nigerian LNG supplies minimum 40% of the domestic LPG used in this country today. And so the DLPG scheme is something that has been acknowledged as a national phenomenon. So what we are doing is we have earmarked and committed 100% of the LPG production from Nigerian LNG to the domestic market. As most of you probably know, NLNG is in an expansion mode. Train 7 has been FID. Construction is at 37% as we speak. The aim is to expand our production capacity by 35%. And our commitment is that with the commissioning of Train 7, we will be able to meet the national LPG requirement just from Nigeria LNG. The 1.2 million metric ton per annum current LPG requirement will be met by Nigeria LNG. So this is part of our commitment to building a greater Nigeria. We're not also stopping there. With our communities, we have the first in West Africa eradication of malaria rollout program, which has been extremely successful, acknowledged across industry as a benchmark for primary health intervention. We have initiated on our island, Bonny Island, a primary health care insurance scheme that is successful, it's working, and it's very basic and fundamental in its operation. It's going on. But the icing on the cream is the Bonny-Bodo Road project. Nigeria LNG is solely financing a 38-kilometer road from our island, Bonny, to the rest of the country, which, when completed December this year, will, for the first time in history, link the island with the rest of the country. The Bonny-Bodo Road is another sign of partnership and our resolution to build a better Nigeria. Aside from the signing ceremony, a major deliverable for this event is just to put on a record our appreciation for our medical practitioner. I've talked about it a bit. It's not just in how the medical community rose up and met the challenge of COVID, how globally Nigeria is recognized as a positive example of management of pandemics and epidemics. It's how consistently you've sacrificed, you've forgone other, perhaps value-added options. And as Nigeria LNG, we felt that it's important that often you may not feel appreciated enough. Often you feel your sacrifices are not recognized enough. To say that this hospital support initiative is our own little effort to collaborate with you and to say thank you to you for all that you do. And we say this thank you not as just a courtesy, but as a fundamental expression of our appreciation to you. And we urge you to please convey this to all your colleagues. Thank you very much for what you do. The benefits of the hospital support project are extensive. It starts with the modality for conception, because it's geared at priority areas of the respective health institutions. I'm glad to announce to you that the Modern Maternity Child Complex in Gwagwalada, which started operation on 1st of January, recorded its first baby on the 1st of January 2023. We've had 4 maternal deliveries so far, successfully. There's been 3 cesarean sections. I'm not a medical person, but I think I know what cesarean section means. And all successful. They've nursed 2 babies to full health. It's going on, and it's an impactful scheme. We want to congratulate our partners again for the seriousness, the professionalism that you continue to demonstrate. Ladies and gentlemen, let me affirm that Nigeria LNG, as always, will respect every element of the MOU that we're signing today. We will stay true to our commitment, and we are counting on our partners to do their bit as well. As you know, the project executions are in the main handled by our partners. There will be some quality assurance oversight on our part, but we feel that all parties will act collaboratively, responsibly, and accountable, so that these projects can be delivered not just within budget, but on schedule, so that the primary beneficiaries will start benefiting from the project. Nigeria LNG looks forward to completing this project on time and to the commissioning ceremonies. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, our distinguished board members, both current and former, dear colleagues, it's an honor once again to welcome you to this very, very important event and to continue to challenge us to rise up to this unique responsibility of working together to build a better Nigeria. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much to our DD. For those who don't know what DD means, Deputy Managing Director, because when I say DD, it's almost like a love name. We love you, sir, and we appreciate you. Please once again appreciate the Nigeria LNG for this initiatives in collection. Thank you so much. So an emergency and an accident and emergency care to University of Jos, a renal facility to University of Port Harcourt, and a twin suite operating theater to University of Uyo. Please appreciate once again. And he said we needed goodwill to make this happen. The goodwill of the Federal Ministry of Health. Without goodwill, we would not be sitting here today. So we'll receive a goodwill message from the representative of the Honorable Minister, who is himself the Permanent Secretary at the Federal Ministry of Health. Please welcome Alhaji Mahmuda Maman as he comes forward for a goodwill message. Welcome, sir.
Thank you. The leadership and board of the Nigeria NLNG program, directors of the Federal Ministry of Health, the Director General of NIPRIT, CMD of JOS, CMAX of Port Harcourt and Uyo, distinguished participants, a very good morning to you all. I want to first of all convey the greetings of the Honorable Minister, who is unavoidably absent due to some pressing national assignments, but he asked me to represent him at this very important program. I'm honored and privileged to be at this very important event of the Memorandum of Understanding signing ceremony of the Nigeria NLNG Hospital Support Programme. Today's event is a reflection of the commitment of Nigeria NLNG Limited towards quality healthcare delivery to Nigerians, which is also in accordance with the principles of the universal health care. Distinguished participants, healthcare service delivery is a collective responsibility. As such, all stakeholders are expected to contribute their quota in order to make it accessible and affordable at all times. The Federal Ministry of Health is pleased to partner and collaborate with Nigeria NLNG program to achieve this mandate, which is also part of their corporate social responsibility. The Nigeria NLNG Hospital Support Programme, which began at the onset of the COVID pandemic, has repositioned and strengthened the delivery of healthcare services in the first batch of the hospitals, beneficiary hospitals. The next batch of the hospitals will be undertaken at the University of Jos, Uyo, and Port Harcourt Teaching Hospital. And we have no doubt that it will also further strengthen the delivery of healthcare in these hospitals. The Federal Ministry of Health will continue to muster support and wherewithal to improve the healthcare sector in Nigeria, and therefore commend the resilience, dedication, and commitment support of the LNG in improving the health sector in Nigeria towards achieving the universal health coverage, where no one is left behind. The ministry is committed to supporting continuous collaboration in the health sector and encourages other organizations and stakeholders to partner with the government as part of their corporate social responsibility to fill in gaps in order to make the service very effective. While congratulating the beneficiary hospitals, I enjoy management of the hospitals to put in the necessary mechanisms to ensure judicious utilizations of these facilities, and urge you to further collaborate with the Nigeria NLNG to ensure successfully and timely implementation of the hospital support programs. Finally, on behalf of the Honorable Minister of Health, the entire staff and management and staff of the ministry, I wish to express our sincere gratitude to Nigeria NLNG Limited for this kind gesture and indeed your consistent support to the health sector in Nigeria in ensuring that no one is left behind. Thank you and God bless you all.
Thank you so much, Alhaji Maman. No one indeed is left behind. Please appreciate the entire Federal Ministry of Health. Thank you so much. So allow me to also recognize in our midst, I had mentioned I would recognize when they came in, members of the NLNG board here. We have Dr. Rabiu Suleiman. Welcome, sir. Thank you for joining us. And also Ambassador Baguru Hirse is also seated comfortably. He's a former member of the board. Thank you, sir, for being here. The time we've been waiting for is now here to sign the MOU. Allow me constitute this table, welcome those whose names are already there. And I'll start with our host, our Deputy Managing Director, Mr. Olalikon Ugunleye, who will be going along with our Minister, Honorable Minister for Health, who has come with goodwill, strength, and power. Please clap as they go over there. Our General Manager, External Relations and Sustainable Development, Mr. Andy O'Day, is also coming over here. Please welcome him. Mr. Ifeanyi Ume, who is representing our Community Relations Manager, is also joining up right here. Mr. Ifeanyi, I almost didn't recognize you. I've been looking for you since. I don't look tired. I say, let me say what you did. I'm glad you're here. Please take a seat. Welcome. And we will be welcoming the chief medical directors and the witness from your teaching hospital, who will take the other two chairs to my extreme left, the chief medical director right next to our DD, and then the witness on the other seat. Allow me start from the University of Jos. Welcome, Dr. Pokop Obwada and Dr. Njem Josiah Minor, who is the Chairman Medical Advisory Committee in tow. Congratulations in advance for the facilities for accident and emergency unit that will be put together and commissioned by the grace of God this year, 2023. Please appreciate what is about to happen with a round of applause. 1997, I filled my JAMB form. First choice, University of Jos. Second choice, University of Jos. I traveled all the way to Jos. They jammed me, I came back. Hey, they say my mark no reach cutoff mark. We stayed there for 1 year begging, waiting for the first list to come out, second list to come out. You know all those lists that would come out, and you wait. While we're waiting, somebody said, go and write another JAM. Go and write another GCU. They jammed us. We tried, and then came back. But I love Jos with all my heart, and I'm so happy that I'm here today to see that toward a better Nigeria, Nigeria LNG is a part of the success of the University of Jos Teaching Hospital. I was trying to study medicine, by the way. That's why I associate with Jute. I work at Jute. I pray. I will go to Jute at terminus. I will walk front and back and be collecting my rights in. I have the rights now on the microphone, and we are grateful. Our legal team is on hand to guide us through the signing, and that will happen right away. Mr. Andrew Onhanije is there, our manager from legal, and he's directing the affairs of who signs. Yes, that soft music is great. Thank you. It will help the signing go nicer. I've just been told, I'm trying to find him with this little eye of mine, that the Chief Medical Director, University of Benin Teaching Hospital, Professor Darlington Obaseki, is also seated comfortably here with us. Please appreciate his presence. There he is. Oh, sir, welcome. What a delight to have you. Thank you so much. I was reading one of the write-ups in the newspaper maybe 2 weeks ago, where you were speaking about the brain drain and the challenges. So to see efforts like this that would help retain our medical personnel here with us is indeed exciting. We thank you, sir. We appreciate your presence, sir. Domo, sir. Domo, sir. Welcome. That music, please. Thank you. Immediately after the delegation from the University of Jos Teaching Hospital, we will welcome from University of Port Harcourt Teaching Hospital. So please stand by. Please be advised that the CMDs present or the representative who will sign will also keep a signed copy for the records of the teaching hospital. And when we call for the group photograph immediately after the signing, please come back with that signed copy as proof we'll show in our photographs. Just University Teaching Hospital is done. Please appreciate this effort done. Thank you so much. As you return to your seats, thank you and congratulations in advance. We thank you, and we thank you. Signing the Memorandum of Understanding for the setup of the renal facility, University of Port Harcourt Teaching Hospital. Please welcome Professor Onotai Obukowo, who is representing Professor Henry Uboma, the Chief Medical Director at the University of Port Harcourt Teaching Hospital. Madam Erebi Wadiri, Director of Administration, University of Port Harcourt Teaching Hospital, is also in tow as the witness to this laudable event. Congratulations and welcome. Now, Uniport, I want to say thank you to University of Port Harcourt Teaching Hospital for taking me in. When Joss rejected me, Port Harcourt collected me. The challenge there was that they also did not give me medicine, because to study medicine, you have to have a medical kind of JAMB score. But the JAMB score I had was good enough for anatomy, so thank you very much. At least I have a science degree in human anatomy. Thank you. I'm still so grateful to all those who made it possible in my life. And I think you can see how I'm using my buccal cavity right now. Thank you so much. My profound thanks on behalf of all those who will benefit from this renal facility that we put together. We say thank you in advance. Thank you and thank you. Please, over to Mr. Andrew and the rest of the team to guide as to where to sign. That somebody from Port Harcourt will know that there is more help. And before you think of going to somewhere in Asia or the Middle East, you know the countries to whom I refer. You know that in Port Harcourt at the teaching hospital, there is solution. We have the right personnel and the right equipment. Because one of the challenges which we hear is the personnel say sometimes the equipment isn't there, so they want to go where they have equipment. Now we have equipment. If your hands are free, please clap for the Nigerian LNG right now. Thank you. field. Please appreciate the Nigerian LNG and the University of Port Harcourt Teaching Hospital, where we would be later this year for the commissioning of this renal facility. Please appreciate as they return to your seats for now with a signed copy of the Memorandum of Understanding. Allow me welcome from the University of Uyo Teaching Hospital, Dr. Udoyang Clement Iyang, who is the chairman, CMAC, at the UTH. Welcome, sir. And he is in company of the liaison officer at the University of Uyo Teaching Hospital, Mr. Umo Nyong. Please welcome them as they take their seats to sign this Memorandum of Understanding for the construction of an accident and emergency care unit, which, by the grace of God, will be delivered this year, 2023. You can clap in anticipation for work done. So that if somebody have accident in Akwa Ibom State, they will not be looking for how to go and do A and E in another state far. No. Right there at the University of Uyo Teaching Hospital, there will be excellent, world-class accident and emergency unit for the care of these people. Now, I also want to say thank you to University of Uyo Teaching Hospital for what they have done for me in my life. When I finished from Uniport, Mabazi, I had to go and live in Uyo 10 years. Because the condition around Uniport was not just helping somebody, but you see people in Akwa Ibom State, please help me tell them thank you. No, I didn't say thank you. I said tell them thank you. Oh, now get the accent I'm showing you. You see how fresh I am? Is the food I've been eating in Akwa Ibom State. I just want to say thank you. I went there, I said, let me go and do masters. University of Uyo. Because it's not teaching hospital, let me leave the gist for another day. If you want to know more, we'll talk during lunch. But after lunch, immediately after lunch, we'll come back here for a meeting with members of the PSC, from the NLNG arm, and from the hospitals for a quick meet before some of us will depart to our different destinations. So that's for later. Soft music, please. University of Uyo Teaching Hospital is signing. Everybody at every level, every capacity of economic status will be cared for. Geographical location will be cared for. Together, everyone makes miracles happen. Together, we make dreams come true. Nigeria LNG is helping build a greater Nigeria, a better Nigeria, today in healthcare delivery, and for this, we indeed are grateful. University of Uyo Teaching Hospital has signed. Please appreciate them and the Nigeria LNG for this step. Next stop will be the commissioning this year by the grace of God. Please, sir, we won't allow you go back to your seats yet. The CMD, Dr. Yang, who is representing the CMD, please, you will stay whilst we ask the other two chief medical directors to come join you for this first shot of the team from the Nigeria LNG, our Honorable Minister, and the Chief Medical Directors for this first shot saying it has been signed, sealed, and delivered. Yes, please come with copies and come forward. We would also welcome to join We'll ask to join this photo session our General Manager Finance, Ajia Fatima. Please, we'll ask you to come sit over here. And coming into with our board member here present, Dr. Rabi Suleiman, seated on the last seat, please. Hajia Fatih will sit right next to our Didi, and our board member would be at the extreme. Thank you. Will remain seated. Say, please, we also respectfully ask that you come take a seat over here for these photo ops. Yes, yes, sir. It is still together, everyone, achieving more. And your presence here with us is significant, and we appreciate that you have made out the time to be here. This way, sir. Please just come all the way to the front here. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you to our CMDs for holding up the document. We are indeed grateful. It's a good time to look at the camera. That's the gentleman over there. Please smile. We are happy. Yes. Oh, teeth are showing. Great. Complete. Thank you so much. We would ask that delegation from the Federal Ministry of Health, please join this next photograph. Please join now. Thank you so much. Thank you for your goodwill. Thank you for making sure that this is happening now with the speed and efficiency that we have desired. We say thank you. All right. All right. Please, we all smile. Thank you. It's a great day in Nigeria, helping making Nigeria better. Thank you so much. Okay, we'll say thank you. Please return to your seats. Those of us from the ministry, our CMDs, please stay. Those seated, please stay. The next set of people who will be asked to join us right now are the representatives from the teaching hospitals here present. Those who were witnesses and other members who might have been in the company. Please join up. Mr. George Oshodi, you show us who should stand where, please. Thank you. Please hold on. Everyone is supposed to be smiling. It's a happy day. Yeah. All right. Take that one now. Yes. Thank you so much. We are grateful. Thank you. Please, those who just came can return. Our CMDs, please stay. Those seated, please stay. Members of the PSC, please. We need you here now. Thank you. All members of PSC. The Project Steering Committee, please join this next photograph. Dapo. Please wait, Dapo is coming. Dapo, no, he has been busy making sure everything is happening. He's just glad that it has gone well. Thank you, PSC. Would ask for the extended management team to please join this next photograph. Extended management team of the Nigeria LNG, please. Please join this next shot. Thank you all so much for making this happen. Welcome. Yes, thank you. Our CMDs, we say thank you so much. Thank you. We're still smiling. Thank you so much. Other members of staff of the NLNG, please come join this next shot. Please come join in. We'll see how to make it happen. Mr. Oshodi, can we make it happen where others join in? Yes, join in. Yes, join in. Fit in. Together, everybody has made this happen. And we are glad, we are so, so glad. So join in the photograph so that one day you'll show your children and grandchildren that you were part of this. Oh yes. We need memories, we need memories. Am I in your shot? If I am, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. These are the fine women and men who have made this happen, including me. It means the photo is not complete. Take it again. Thank you so much for making this happen. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Didi, our Honorable Minister, Mr. Andy, and Mr. Ifeanyi, thank you so much. You can take your seats. Our members of the board, thank you. Hajia Fatih, thank you so much. We are indeed grateful. Thank you. Thank you, sir. It's a day of celebration, smiles, Thanksgiving, and a few more remarks before we call it an afternoon. I would like to welcome for his remarks on behalf of other chief medical directors who are receiving these facilities and have signed the Memoranda of Understanding all the way from the cold city of Jos. I would like to welcome our chief medical director at the Jos University Teaching Hospital. Please receive with me Dr. Pokop Bobuada as he comes forward for his remarks.
Thank you so much, Joyce. There's still a place for you in Jos, so you're welcome to Jos. The Honorable Minister here, ably represented by our dear PAMSEC, the management of the Nigerian liquefied natural gas, the board members here present, the other staff of the Federal Ministry and staff of NLNG here present. On behalf of the board and management staff of Jos University Teaching Hospital and other teaching hospitals who are beneficiaries of this second phase, this is to convey our gratitude to LNG for making this possible. This will go a long way to alleviate the long waiting time that we are having, particularly in Jos University Teaching Hospital when it comes to surgery. Now, we conceived the Twin Theater together with the team from the LNG when they saw our waiting list up to 2024 of surgery. We have over 100, different surgery subspecialties, but we have only 6 modular theater suites, apart from the emergency suite. So we felt waiting time, for surgery is too long. And this, in it's going to really shorten the waiting time and give Nigerians, succor by providing surgical services. That's why we went for the Twin Theater in Jos University Teaching Hospital. And honestly, this will, by the time you come back, once it's commissioned, you will see the number of surgeries that would have been done, and then you will be glad that you invested in this project. And of course, for the benefit of Nigerians, thank you very much, NLNG, with your board for this laudable initiative. We are very elated, and we believe that it will touch the lives of so many Nigerians and save their lives. Thank you. And as you continue with the other phases, we believe that they too will come on board. And, like Oliver Twist, the health sector needs a lot of resources to be able to, to stem the tide of the brain drain, like somebody mentioned here. Many of our colleagues go out. Yes, part of the reasons is because of the equipment they need, and of course training and so many other things. Once you go out there are a lot of Nigerian doctors and nurses, health workers out there. They're the ones manning those institutions there. But I believe this is one gesture that will go a long way to provide the needed equipment, the needed environment for Nigerian doctors and health workers to give their best back to the Nigerian people. There's satisfaction when you're able to operate and you see the person coming up and out and okay. You feel a sense of satisfaction. So that's why many doctors and health workers that are still remaining in the country, that's part of the reasons. Not about the monies that they're being attracted out there for, but because we love our fatherland. And we will do our best. And with the support of our parent ministry, they've been very supportive. And I can assure you, LNG, that we will ensure that this project will do our own part to ensure that this project comes to fruition. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
And thank you very much, Dr. Bokop Bopwada. We say thank you so much.
I'm sorry, before my father-in-law takes his daughter from me, permit me to recognize Ambassador Hearsay, who is my father-in-law coincidentally. Thank you very much.
Bagudu, Hearsay, Bagudu. Sir, we are grateful for your daughter that is keeping us fresh like this, so that when they are performing surgeries, their hands will be straight. The scalpel will cut well and won't hear any issues. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If your hands are free, please, it's a good time to clap. Very good time to appreciate. Just before I welcome Mr. Ifeanyi for the vote of thanks, let us know that the lunch room is downstairs. When we step out to my left, we'll go down through the stairs to Zuma Restaurant. You should have received a ticket like this, and if you haven't already, please do well to ask for one so that you're not turned back. Please, ushers, just go around again and ensure that everybody indeed has received one. And to be reminded once again that at 2 p.m., we would be back here for the PSC meeting. Let me welcome Mr. Ifeanyi from the Community and Relations and Sustainable Development to say the vote of thanks. Please welcome him warmly.
The Honorable Minister, represented by the PAMSEC, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Nigerian NLNG Limited, the initiator and sponsor of NLNG Hospital Support Programme, it is my honor and privilege to thank all distinguished guests present for this MOU signing ceremony. Good afternoon. My DD and my general manager have already emphasized more on the 4 pillars of development of Nigerian NLNG. So I'll just say something that in Nigerian NLNG, we believe that health is wealth. A healthy nation is a wealthy nation. And that is why in the theme for Nigeria Prize for Science 2023, The theme is Innovation for Enhancements of Healthcare Therapy. Can we please clap for NLNG? Let me begin by thanking our dear #1 partner, the federal government, here represented by the Federal Minister of Health. The Honorable Minister, we thank you so much, represented by the PAMSEC, Alhaji Maman. To our partners, the teaching hospitals, University of Port Harcourt Teaching Hospitals, Jos University Teaching Hospitals, the University of Uyo Teaching Hospitals, we thank them for accepting our offer and for working with us to make it a dream coming true. To our board members, NLNG board members, special appreciation for always approving especially the woman touching programs. Thank you so much for all your support. Of course, our executive management, our dear Lekon, we call him Oga Lekon. There are so many names, just like our GM said, but we call him Oga Lekon. Thank you so much. Whenever you send anything that has to touch life, Lekon close his eyes and approve it. Can we clap for him, please? So our senior management team here, I have Madam Fatima, and of course my own GM, Andy Ode. Thank you for always guiding us to ensure we do the right thing at the right time. To all extended management team here present from NLNG, thank you so much for always being there for us. Of course, my colleagues in NLNG, those who has working day and night behind the scene, thank you for all your effort. Thank you for making Nigeria a better place. And thank you for burning the midnight candle to ensure that this program is successful today. Of course, the reward for us at NLNG and for you too is that sense of fulfillment that we are helping to build a better Nigeria. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you, and thank you again.
Thank you so much for thanking us. Thank you for your efforts, our efforts in making Nigeria a better place. Just be advised that the PSC meeting for later will be at the Anambra Cross River Room on the M2 floor. That's the floor just above us. Anambra Cross River. That's where we are going for our meeting after lunch. Distinguished guests, it's been a great day. We are happy, we are glad, and we look forward to the commissioning of these projects and the celebration of the lives of those who will be touched by the service delivered. Please rise for the Nigerian National Anthem before we take our leave. To serve our fatherland with love and strength and faith, the labor of our heroes past shall never be in vain. To serve with heart and might, one nation bound in freedom, peace and unity. Thank you, congratulations, have a wonderful afternoon. And the PSC meeting is for only PSC members. Enjoy lunch and have a safe journey back to your destination. My name again is Joyce Daniels. Good afternoon.